And we're live! Welcome everybody to Champions of the Colossus, my god, episode 16, a banquet of Valor. Oh god. It's the second of Heat's Wrath. I shouldn't be speaking right now. It's the second of Heat's Wrath, 450 AD, and it's 7 AM. The weather is hot. But not 170 degree hot like I said at the end of the last episode. More like just, normal 100 degree hot. It's hot. But it's also overcast because the hot, humid weather is causing it to drizzle slightly throughout the rest of the day. But it's still hot. Last time, after leaving the palace grounds, our heroes went on a shopping adventure. They stocked up on their supplies, and then afterwards, the group found themselves at Arnold's Tarot. Arnold's Tarot. The magic shop has items of every kind stocked in glass vaults. While it seemed empty, a man in a cloak with a skeletal hand that was totally not a lich appeared. It managed to successfully retrieve a vial of blood from Tynyl and 2 vials of blood from Everett, who secretly changed his blood type upon exiting the shop. The stranger part was when the heroes left the shop vanished. Everett got a coin from the man, which etched a blue circle onto his skin. What could this mean? And we are going to pick it up with you guys. I just realized I've been streaming my Discord chat this whole time. Hold on one second. They just saw all the memes. It's fine. We will start with you guys waking up. You know that the banquet that you are invited to starts at 8 p.m. and you have about 11 hours to kill.
Wasn't there also someone walking around saying there was a stay-in order?
Oh yeah, there was. That was just because it was hot, and I was trying to make it more dramatic, being like, "Oh my god, it's hot out." We're gonna ixnay that. Yes. So what would you like to do?
Oh, I have no money to spend, so...
At what rate does the body replenish blood? Maybe we can go shopping again.
Well, it depends on how much of a vial that you donated. If it was just a little teeny vial, you could donate a bunch of those.
Just drain me. Let's go.
Drain me.
I don't know. Is there like a little kiosk with all those little pamphlets of local tourist traps?
I mean, not really. No, there's not a little kiosk.
Oh, darn.
If you want, you guys can participate in downtime until 8 p.m.
Let me pull up
Sure.
Ye Old Downtime Guide.
I don't have a downtime thing going.
Man, I haven't been able to think of a downtime thing to do.
It could literally be anything. It could even just making money on the streets. Like, I'm going to get a job for the day. Bye.
I guess I would
Can I do
probably
that?
offer my services at a discount.
To charge?
For clerical services? Absolutely.
Okay, why don't we go down the list that I have on Foundry? So at the top of the list is me and Camera, and then it's Jacob or Everett.
So I have two... So I have like a downtime thing that's already established, and I have two things of interest. I have my chain dreams, and I have this blue dot mystery.
Yes.
I think I want to figure out how to I want to figure out how the chains work, and then maybe figure out how to do them myself to other people with magic. But I feel like this strange tattoo on my body, not the one that I got yesterday, not the one that gives me second layer of changing abilities, but the blue dot. I should probably figure out how that works. So I feel like last session I had a lot. I sort of clicked it on it all the different ways I could in this adventure game. So maybe I could have it as a downtime activity, and then I get hints as I progress it.
All right. Why don't you roll me an Arcana check?
Arcana. Woohoo!
All right. So with an 8, you start playing with the circle. You're trying to figure out how it works, why it's there. You're pressing the coin to your body again to see if it'll produce a second circle, and it's not really doing that. And you don't really know what's going on.
All right. Should I make this a downtime activity and start tracking it?
Sure.
So maybe, yeah.
Just you can list down the number of attempts, and I would say each attempt would be maybe 2 hours or so of checking it out and trying to figure it out.
Sure. So blue dot investigation.
Yeah.
What I could do is I could add to it based on my rolls. So I would add 8. Or something, right? Or I could just do the number of checks.
No, I like the numbers better, because then I actually get to see the summary of what you've rolled.
So then it's the 5th 8 maybe does something that the 3rd 8 didn't.
Perhaps.
Well, alright, I guess that's me.
Alright. Jordan. Tynyl.
So, just to double check here, if Tynyl were to try and craft something like scale mail, which is expensive and would take a long time, would I need access to a forge constantly throughout that entire process, or is just having smith's tools in my inventory good enough?
I think I wanted to go with kibbles, even though I haven't read it thoroughly yet. What does kibbles say?
Okay. Kibbles.
I'm afraid by you saying "oh" like that.
Well, I just need to find my most recent draft I've downloaded.
Can you send that to me too, by the way?
Sure, I can get that to you.
I can do some heavy reading.
I think the full book comes out soon, this month or something. But yeah. So there is a blacksmithing branch of kibbles. Here it is. And instead of just spending gold and time to craft something, I would make a bunch of checks, and I would need specific things like a certain number of ingots, and so on. Let's see. But the crafting is much faster with kibbles, usually taking a number of days, less than a week, rather than half a year to craft something. However, it's gated by player skill, it's skill check gated, right? So you need your proficiency bonus high enough, stuff like that, to reasonably craft things.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Guys, I don't have entry notifications on, so if Sky or Eric pop in at any point, please let me know.
Oh, cool.
You're gonna have to roll for perception to see if you notice them joining.
Ooh.
That is the most recent draft I have. I just sent you.
Okay.
So it's much more complicated, but I think it's fun.
We're taking care of some downtime activities right now, essentially.
Yeah.
I should learn what those are.
Basically they're activities where you can, practice your skills. You can craft materials or items. You can offer your goods and services to the city that you're in for money, or you can like go gamble, or like hit the streets to like learn secrets and whatnot.
Sell your body for money.
Sell your body for money. Go have tons of copious amounts of unprotected sex. Or protected sex.
I might learn a little bit
He's
about
a
it
cleric.
over the week and like retroactively do some. If it's fine with you. We can talk because I
Okay.
have no idea right now.
Okay.
Anyway,
Just
sorry for my
write down on
interruption.
your sheet, like, if you're gonna retroactively think of something, just write down on your sheet, like, one
Ideas,
day
yeah.
of downtime, and then that will just go towards whatever you were thinking about.
I will put in my inventory one day
If-
downtime.
If you're gonna retroactively think of something, write it down ahead of time.
No, just write down that it counts, you know? Because if it takes them more than a week to think of it, I don't want to lose today because we forget.
Yeah, no, I got it saved in my journal.
Alright, Tynyl, you're working on building the scale mail?
Tynyl has scale mail. I would like to work on half plate, but like I said, that might take some time to like read through and figure out. So that might be good to do retroactively as well. It does say, however, by Kibble's rules, that you would require access to a forge, which is much more reasonable for something that only takes like 2 days to do. But I guess that means Tynyl would be yeah, I don't know. I doubt anybody in town would just let me use their forge for free. So
Probably not for free.
uh,
You could go, like, become an apprentice somewhere. Or, like, get buddy with the smith.
hmm.
Are you not friends with the Forge Keeper clan?
Just because
They might
their name
keep
is
some
Forge
forges.
Keeper doesn't mean they have forges.
Yeah,
Well, the head guy, when he showed up, he was covered in soot. So
Yeah, just because they're
Ooh.
dwarves doesn't mean they mind shit, bro. Come on.
I'm sure if they're
I don't know,
called
they
a
don't
forge
mind
keeper,
shit.
they should have a forge. Unpopular opinion.
You think they chose their name?
Oh, it's like literally their name. It's not their like profession. It's actually just like a name.
Oh, it's just a clan name.
No, that's their
Oh,
clan name.
okay.
Their clan name is
Oh,
Forge
okay.
Keeper.
Never mind. Yeah, that's fine.
I guess my confusion, the way you first described him to us, it seemed like he had come from Forge.
No, I meant it as in, like, he came from, like...
When somebody's last
Coal
name was
miner.
Gardner.
Coalfell is well known for their coal deposits beneath the city.
Is that what all those little tunnels are?
Yep.
Or the little gates?
Yep, they lead to the mines.
Cool.
I know, right?
But I don't know that.
Yeah, I know you don't know that. Liam. Or Luronk, what would you like to do for your downtime?
Yeah, you said we could go find a job. So I guess Luronk would go search out for any blacksmiths to see if they need any help for the day for some money. And he will try to chat about that sword, seeing if they know anything about it.
All right. Sorry, I'm just looking for the downtime that's like, you know, using your skills to gain money and whatnot. Just so I can give you the appropriate religious service. Driving. Work. Alright. Alright. So, you head over to the first blacksmith you see on the street signs and whatnot, and you come upon the blacksmithery called the Fighter's Groove. A male human with a couple of burn wounds introduces himself as Dustin Weld. And he is currently forging a flame tongue. While he's in the middle of that, you talk to him about wanting to apprentice for him for the day for some livable wages, and he humbly accepts. He doesn't have an apprentice, so he can take what he can get. And I'll need you to roll me an athletics check to see how well you do for the week. Oh,
Wait, the week?
Or for the day. For the day. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh no.
Second. This is a terrible thing. Alright, and then I'm going to roll a D100. Alright. So, you helped out the blacksmith, and you were surprisingly good at helping him with the forge. He didn't really trust you with some of his more special items, but he let you make your own dagger. And also you kind of upkept the forge for him and made sure everything was at the proper temperature. So he pays you 20 gold for the day for your hard work. And roll me a flat charisma check to see how you do with the goss, the hot goss.
Just a flat charisma check? How do you do that?
Under charisma?
Ability check?
Nope. On the very top, if you just go underneath the charisma, and on the left side there's a plus or minus. It'll say mod, so you click on that.
Okay.
Alright. Let me roll to see how much this guy knows about that weapon. So he unfortunately doesn't know too much about this weapon. He seems interested in what you're talking about and explaining, and says he'll keep an eye out for you in case you're looking to buy.
Alright. Thank you. Do I get to keep the dagger, or do I sell it to him?
You can keep the dagger.
How fancy of a dagger is it?
It's a simple dagger.
Okay.
It's like when you go to like your first like glass blowing class and they let you make your own vase or something.
And
It's
it
like
just
that.
comes out as like an orb.
Yeah. So you made a dagger, but like it's an okay dagger.
It'll stab.
It'll
Stabby
do the
stab.
stabs.
I think I know someone who might like that.
Ulfric.
I would like to offer my clerical services to the good people of the city.
Alright. So you can use either an intelligence or a religion check or a persuasion check.
I like persuasion better. Ah.
Alright. And then I will... Then I will roll a D100. Alright, everything's fine. Alright, so you head over to a church of Enos, the god that you worship, and you offer your religious services. This includes speaking to some worshippers, providing blessings, and also healing some people that are just not feeling well. At the end of the day, the head cleric of this temple comes to you and thanks you very kindly for your hard work, and you earn 1 favor with Colfell's Church of Enos.
Make a note.
As a note, a favor is a promise for future assistance. It can be expended to ask the temple for help in dealing with a problem, for political or social support, or to reduce the cost of cleric spellcasting by 50%.
Oh, frick for mayor! Political support favor, let's go!
And you can only have a number of unexpended favors no higher than 1 plus your charisma modifier. With a minimum of 1.
Oh, interesting. Well, my charisma is a +2, so I can have 3 total favors.
Yep. So you currently have. Oh my fucking god! I tried copy pasting something and it did not work. Oh fuck! It got worse. Okay.
Not the pasta.
Okay. Anything else you want to do for the day, Ulfric?
Oh, that's good enough for me. I guess maybe, I will find... I don't know. A medium level CD inn and just grab a drink and spend some time sitting and sipping. And listening.
There's actually roles for that. Hold on 1 second. Not training, not work. The carousing.
Carousing? Carousing?
Alright, so you're going to a seedy area?
Yeah. Medium seedy. Medium seedy.
So
I'd like to join him if that's possible.
Yeah, of course. Both of
I
you
think
would
Tynyl
have
would
to...
go along as well.
Alright.
Join me.
If you guys are carousing at a seedy place, you guys are going to have to fork over 25 gold each.
Ooh,
Wait, what? This is not a CD bar.
I'm more bodyguarding.
What the fuck?
So
Wow.
Carousing again?
Okay, hold on. This is a UA downtime thing. Carousing is a good default downtime activity for most characters, between adventurers who doesn't want to relax with a few drinks and a group of friends at a local pub. Carousing, that's for a week. That's
I was gonna say,
138 gold.
That's expensive as fuck, dude.
5 gold each, thank you.
I don't think I would even spend 5 gold.
Shut the fuck up. Pay the 5 gold.
I don't want to pay the 5 gold. I'm not paying it.
I think it's carousing, by the way.
It is carousing.
Fuck you guys.
I'm sorry.
And if you have a...
We're all dead.
Oh, and if you have a noble background, you can mingle with the upper class.
I do not want to mingle with the upper class. I want to sit and sip a single beer near some commoners.
I would like to find the bar where it costs 1 copper piece, and then the good shit is 2. I think that's the level we're looking for.
That is indeed the level we're looking for.
Not so much bar as alley where they let you sip the water.
All right.
The water has curdled into beer somehow.
It is actually very good.
Oh, hello, welcome.
All right. So you guys go to this seedy ass bar. It is called Blackfoot Bar. Yeah. It's
Yeah, so that's what you're gonna get.
It's located kind of like over here-ish. Or sorry, over here-ish.
Alright, I see.
And it is near one of the entrances to the city. Although you see the entrance isn't very populated as the other entrances you've walked by. It's much less dense. So you walk into this bar, and right away you can tell this place probably hasn't been cleaned in a while. It's dark, dingy. The candles aren't even lit at some tables, and everyone's giving each other mean mugs at this bar. The only person that seems to be happy is this cheerful little bard in the corner of the room trying to make a profit, but all that you see is in his little tin can is a tomato and half an onion.
Didn't even give the poor sap the whole onion. No, half of that's for me.
So you walk up to the bar, and the barkeep looks at you all and goes, "You ain't from around here, are you?"
Does that matter?
No, I'm just wondering.
Alright. No, we're not.
Ulfric, what are you out of character? What are you wearing as you enter this bar?
Probably just some clerical gear. Something that shows that I am a holy man.
Ah, okay. I was
I guess
thinking about like rubbing dirt on you before you walked in, but
Oh, fuck that.
What'll you be having?
Just something strong, please. Mine to sit and sip a little.
And you guys? And he nods to Everett and Tynyl.
I will also take one.
None for me.
Alright. And he walks over to the back wall of the bar, and you see he kind of has a limp. And as he bends down, you realize he has a full-ass peg leg, like up to the hip peg leg.
Yes, it's so good.
Full ass.
Full-ass peg leg. And he bends down, he picks up this bottle that looks like it hasn't been touched in eons.
Bottle.
There's a thick layer of dust on it that flies off into the air as he blows on the cap. When he pops it off, almost immediately, you smell a very strong alcohol smell. He takes out 2 shot glasses, and he fills both of them. Or not shot glasses, 2 what are those little glasses that aren't shots, but they're not pints. They're like the little ones.
Is it a
Tumblers?
sipping glass? Tumbler?
Yeah, a tumbler. He takes
Shooter?
No, not shooter. So he takes out these 2 tumblers and he fills them up both almost to the brim, and he brings them over to you, and he'll say, "That'll be 1 copper."
No, Ulfric, allow me, and I will pay the man.
Well, thank you.
Anything for you, friend.
All right.
Can you make change from 100?
We don't carry that kind of gold here. You take
You
your
just
pumps
take that
out
as-
somewhere else.
Can you make change for this copper? Pulls out a cleaver. Yup. Cuts it in half.
Perfect.
What you don't understand, his hand is the cleaver.
Oh god.
So, I wanted to make sure that I knew how to pronounce carousing first before I corrected Ashley. And I just clicked back onto it, and on the right it says see results about binge drinking medical condition.
Oh my god.
Oh my Jesus.
It's like, wow.
Well, anyway.
So, I would like to make small talk with my two friends here while actually, using my attention to listen to other people's conversations, if there are any.
Alright, and you're sipping on your drink?
I'm sipping on my drink.
Alright, so as you bring this drink to your lips, almost immediately it feels like the nose hairs are burning off as you smell this. Do you proceed to drink?
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Mama Gremlin.
Everett, same question for the drink.
I'm enjoying the sensation of burning off my nose hairs, but I'm not drinking those.
Alright. Alright, so I want all three of you to make me some perception checks based off hearing, in case you guys have any boosts with that. I don't think you do, but just in case. Jesus Christ, Tynyl.
Tynyl is in bodyguard mode.
Ulfric,
She is just sitting there, back straight, looking around.
Ulfric, you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is this against the alcohol?
It is against the alcohol.
Should I assume this counts as poison?
Is alcohol poison?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's
Save.
just fun poison.
Advantage.
Oh my gosh. Well, it turns out you weren't drinking alcohol, you were drinking motor oil, but it doesn't matter. You're fine.
Ulfric just picks up the tumbler and he just leans back slowly and slides the whole thing down and then just stares straight in the man's eyes and slides the glass back towards him. One more, please.
Alright, so as this drink slides down your throat, you gotta understand that this, even though you're able to hold this really well and not regurgitate it back up, it feels like it's peeling off a layer of your flesh as it goes down your throat, and you can feel it all the way until it gets to your stomach.
There's like a single bead of sweat appearing on the side of his face. No movement, just a bead.
The man, gives you a stink eye and pours you another glass, and he says, "Do it again."
I suppose I could. It's quite a nice brew.
Make it a disadvantage,
You wouldn't dare.
which means you negated.
Natural one. Natural one.
Fuck ass.
So you do it the same way that you did it last time. You take it and you just slowly lean back and let it go down your throat. And you're about halfway through and you're like, okay, I'm good, I got this. And then fucking Everett turns around and accidentally elbows you, and the whole thing just splashes in your face and goes up your nose and in your eyes, and it's burning, and tears are streaking down your face. You're like, oh, and you're trying to wipe it off, and then you realize you're starting to feel pretty warm inside.
He just
pretty intoxicated after that last one.
wipes his eyes. No. Jesus.
Now it's in your eyes.
I prestidigitate his face clean.
Well, his face is clean, but
Whoosh.
he's still a little drunk now. And that
D&D alcohol works fast.
I know, right?
Immediate.
I like to
The best
pretend
construct.
though that you guys have done this. Oh, so it won't be like that. That you guys have done this, and it's been over in a certain amount of time that you guys get drunk.
Oh yeah.
So imagine if it was like that in real life, though. You just drink a drink and then immediately, boom, drunk.
Oh, if it hit that fast, we would make a lot less mistakes.
Alright, so with that perception check, Ulfric, that kind of matches what you've been doing. You've only been focusing on the barkeep.
You know what? That's perfectly fine with me.
Alright. Everett did not make a perception check. Please do that.
Oh,
Before I get to Tynyl's nat 20.
But
Perception.
alright, you're just gonna let me roll a 1 and then bully me.
No, you
Okay.
rolled a 15.
I'm good.
Alright, so with a 15, Everett, you hear some girls in the table closest to you whispering. And it's a little hard to make out. And a lot of the conversation at first, like, was about, like, clothes and stuff and, you know, makeup and whatever girls talk about. I don't know what girls talk about. And you start not paying attention to them. You turn your head away like, oh, I don't fucking care. And then you and Tynyl both hear a key word in the conversation. You hear the word werewolves.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah!
And man
yes.
peeked off that.
I know!
Let's go!
Let's go!
What context was the keyword in?
I don't care.
We are werewolves. No.
Yeah.
I don't care. There's werewolves. Come on.
I like being a werewolf.
What if the sentence was
werewolves are
werewolves
at
don't
war
exist?
They're at war with
Werewolves
the Howlwolves and the
don't
Y-Wolves.
Let's turn them into werewolves.
Are they
People ask
self-aware wolves?
but no one asks how wolves.
Self-aware wolves.
Y-Wolves?
So with a 15, Everett, you don't hear the context of werewolves. You literally just hear the keyword werewolf, and you're like, excuse me, the fuck? Tynyl, you actually, I don't know what caused you to have super hearing. Maybe it's because you're in bodyguard mode, or maybe it's because you haven't had a fucking thing of liquor to drink today. But, you hear, their conversation, and the conversation goes, I have it right here. I think I saw some people in the Noble District turn into werewolves.
All right. My first response will be to whisper in Dwarvish. Ulfric, did you hear that?
Still wiping tears. I'm afraid I did not.
All right, and then I will repeat in Primordial. Everett, did you hear that?
I did.
That's mighty interesting.
Wait, you gotta pause. Sky popped in. Where's Sky? Sky? Sky! Sky, where are you? Sky!
Above us all.
Hello?
A lot of screaming.
That was loud as fuck, Jesus.
I was very excited. Sky.
That sounded fine to me.
Hello.
Alright.
I saw that they popped in, and I got really, really fucking excited. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah, that's great.
continue your conversation. Yes.
I've been wondering over like the last. Well, my first like aberrant comment is it's really lame that I'm a shapeshifter and I can't like make an ear grow out of my back. I just can't like I can't like modify my own body in fun ways to like enhance my rolls.
Put an eyeball on the end of your finger and poke it around a corner.
That would be really
Yeah,
fucking
stuff like
funny.
that.
They should have a race like that at some point. Just like an amorphous blob that can like turn its appendages into anything it fucking wants.
That's what I wanted to be. I mean, also that's what I wanted to play in D&D, but you know. So I've been wondering over like the last 10-15 minutes if I wanted to be wearing the Helm of Comprehending Languages this whole time. And I'm still not sure. I don't think I am because it doesn't. I think Everett is like fashion aware enough to know that like the attention he would get for wearing that around town would not be good.
Especially in the city bar, they'd look at you and be like, "Who's this fucking nerd?"
Yeah.
You do understand
That's
Primordial,
good to
though,
know.
right? Because I'm pretty sure that I heard you speaking that before and Tynyl recognized it. You
That
swore in
sounds like a
Primordial or
language
something.
I have. Yeah,
I
have
remember
Memorial.
commenting on it. Yeah. Okay, good. I didn't
Yeah,
remember
no,
that correctly.
I have like the above, the below, and the super below. Celestial, Deep Siege, and Primordial. I'll have to remember to wear my helm when I go to the Nerd District later, though.
Yeah.
Nerd
District?
Yeah, I don't know, like the librarians or some shit.
Okay.
So I'll reply to Tynyl. So what do we want to do? Like, does this concern us?
Then we'll whisper back. Well, it certainly seems to concern the nobles.
That's fair. Well, do we want to talk to them?
How do you say in Primordial? Is it still just
I think it's just
It's
Yeah.
It's just like
but like 5 octaves lower than your normal voice.
It's like
It's at a
Treebeard
frequency most
hum.
people can't hear.
Yeah, it's like old Entish.
just
Meanwhile, my eye fucking hurts.
What? Everett, what do you know what phase of the moon it is right now? I haven't. That's not something I pay that much attention.
Probably.
I mean, that's an Arcana check, but sure, whatever.
I think the moon is magic. It seems like a thing that's relevant to the wizarding ways.
So you know that there are 2 moons in the sky. One of which is
Wait, I'm sorry. Did we know this before?
yes.
Okay, I just had forgotten.
Yes.
That's awesome. Wow, that must be really awkward for the noble werewolf.
So, what you know of the moons with an 18 Arcana check, because yes, they are magical in nature. Saloon, the larger of the 2 moons, is very magically altering. It has the most effect on the magic of the realm. And it is currently in its waxing crescent phase. And the smaller moon, Host, which is kind of like a dwarf moon, it does not have as much of a magical gravitational pull on the planet as it does on Saloon itself. And it is currently in its waning gibbous phase.
I don't know what that means exactly, but I did hear that there is a moon specifically for dwarves, which I think is unfair to all the other races.
Not specifically for the dwarves! It's just small!
Yeah, I know.
No, Nick did this to me while we were commuting back home. I was telling him about the moons, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know I had my own moon." I'm like, "Fuck off!"
Okay, so I have some abstract questions that I just want everyone to consider. So,
as long as it's not about the moon being part of the dwarves or where the dwarves came from, okay?
That's where they came from. They came to the moon, and there's moon dwarves. That's why they're so good at mining, because they have all the practice on moon rock. So there are 2 moons, right? Does that mean that that both moons affect the werewolves independently, other like the dwarf moon werewolves and the saloon werewolves, or is it like the both moons affect each werewolf simultaneously? So like when there's both no moon, right? Like I don't know what the word is, but right, it just like disappears. They're like super not a wolf, but then like if you ever have both like full moon at all, it's like holy shit, like everyone get out of town. The werewolves are gonna go berserk.
Alright, so you're on a good track, and also with that 18, I think you would know, not like the answer for werewolves, but like the answer for the moons. You know that during a new moon, for Saloon, the barrier between the Fae and the mortal realm is kind of intermingled. And when both of the moons are new, so Saloon and Host, it's even more so. But if only Host is new, then there's no change.
Okay,
Same thing for the full moon. The full moon affects, the senses and whatnot, and has a reputation for affecting lycanthropy. And then with the Host as also full moon, it's kind of like a super full moon in a way.
Okay, I feel like I need a spreadsheet.
Oh.
It's okay. There's a lot of terms at once. So what are the? I'm just gonna write it down. What's the phasing right now?
So Saloon is in its waxing crescent phase.
Waxing crescent. Okay.
Which basically means it just exited new moon.
Yeah.
So it just went from new moon to a little crescent. So it's filling up, basically. And then the Host moon, which is a small moon, is in its waning gibbous phase, which means it's one more step away from being a full moon.
Okay. And that's the dwarf one, right?
And that's the dwarf one. And you do know that both moons have a different cycle, but you don't know what.
Okay, so we're gonna have a little full moon in a minute.
Well, not in a minute, but at some point.
Yeah.
In exactly 60 seconds.
Yeah.
I actually don't know when it'll be the next full moon unless I skip ahead a couple days, and I don't want to do that because it'll fuck with everything.
So due to the intricacies of primordial, they actually have it's like how the Eskimos have 1,000 words for sea or something. I'm sure I'm butchering that. They're like, I can actually describe all of this in a single phrase to Tynyl.
So blah blah blah. Oh yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to do with natural forces. Kind of makes sense.
If any of you guys want to make any intelligence checks, feel free.
Well, if there's one going to be happening somewhat soon, then it may become our problem, I suppose. It'll be good to keep our eye out, at least.
Everett, you've already made an intelligence check.
You said make one.
I was meaning everybody else.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You already rolled that 18. I gave you
Yeah.
info.
I thought this was I thought there was some other connection we were about to make.
Oh, I was just gonna if you guys rolled well, I'd tell you what the cycle lengths are of the.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I already established that Tynyl doesn't know shit about the moon. And she's just sort of absorbing this information and just taking note of it. She's purely here with being a bodyguard and a knight in mind, so she's basically noting, well, if there's werewolves, then, I'll have to make sure I can defend against werewolves. We should buy some silver or something.
Alright. You guys interact with the townsfolk at all?
Tynyl specifically does not.
Uh,
He's just sitting there, following Ulfric around and just keeping an eye out.
I have slightly stepped back from taking the lead after getting basically wood alcohol up my nose.
Yep, yeah, that's basically what it was.
Just sinus pain. Just pain.
It's painful, but also numbing at the same time.
No, it just doesn't feel good.
Actually, I should ask. I guess there is an intelligence check that I might want to make here. Does Tynyl know any special ways to defend against werewolves?
Oh, I would make a nature check. Would that be
Nature. Bam.
and with a 20. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. You would know that werewolves are immune to physical attacks that aren't silvered.
Yep, so
or
glass and
magical.
silver. And there are rules and kibbles for silvering a weapon, so I might pursue that if there is still time left in the day.
That is fine. It is currently 4:45.
All right.
Do you
I
have
think Oh,
3
go ahead.
hours? Sorry, I was just saying you have like 3 hours to do things if you wanted.
I think generally in D&D, I think like werewolves are more magic than nature because it's like specifically a curse. It's not like a hereditary thing.
Yeah.
But that might not be how these werewolves work. It's just like
I mean, like if you guys argued with me, I could make I could accept an argument between like a magic and a nature check. I just want to do nature because nobody does nature checks in this campaign.
oh yeah, I much prefer nature werewolves. I think it's more interesting than like a magic curse.
It's also more of like a natural curse than like a witch didn't put a spell on you. It's just something that
you angered Pan or something.
Oh my God. Well, no, then they just turn you into a goat.
A were-goat!
Were-goats.
So,
I'd like to pop over to Sky real quick.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt. Sky, so this day we have a little bit of downtime before the big banquet. So people are picking what they wanted to do for their downtime. So what would you like to do for your downtime?
I heard that we were swapping to kibbles. Therefore, what should be done about my cloak?
How much have you put into it so far?
I'm at 4 out of 80, which is 5%.
Alright.
And related, with this swap to kibbles, I do not have cool proficiencies to either weave a cloak or enchant the cloak. So...
Oh, yeah. Since you are already in the process, you can just like opt to just keep doing your process and then going to kibbles after, if that's easier for you.
I mean, yeah.
I don't want to like completely destroy like the work that you put through to it.
I mean, it's fine. I could just like, I don't know.
Just keep up with what you're doing, Sky.
Also, just work that out later.
Yeah, I believe
if you want, we could talk offline about it and figure out what to do with it.
Sure.
I can help you through like maybe like getting the tools that you would need, because that's basically what you would be using your time for would be those.
And Ash, didn't you have to read kibbles anyways?
I do.
Very cool document.
I haven't read all of it yet. I'm sorry.
You can do some bedtime crafting reading.
I don't wanna.
It's kind of dry for bedtime. I must.
It's
admit.
it's a little
Like,
dry.
300 pages of crafting.
All right. So, do we want to just retcon and say that you're going to do some more crafting, and we'll figure that out offline?
Sure.
Okay. All right. My friends at the bar. Oh, also, Sky, do you join them at the bar after you're done with your crafting?
No, but I would like to wander around that area of town, and listen for thieves' camp.
All right.
Or look for thieves' camps if it's written. Yeah.
Roll me a perception check for both of them. Which, I mean, like, it would just be one check. It's cool.
1, 3.
Whoa!
Actually,
Ooh.
you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna side bolster neck on that for a 29.
Because I can.
And then I'll bonus action get the dice back.
My fucking god, okay.
It's like smiting a crit.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Alright. Alright. I'm yawning. Yeah. You find written in Thieves' Cant, where is it? For the crown for Brightblade.
Can you repeat that, please?
For the crown, exclamation point. Whatever Thieves' Cant's exclamation point is. For Brightblade, exclamation point.
And do I have any idea about what Brightblade might be referring to?
Roll me a history check. You have no fucking idea.
Now, I have a question.
Eee.
Is there a specific word or symbol in Thieves' Cant for Brightblade, or is there just a bunch of Thieves' Cant and then the word Brightblade written out in common?
I mean, it might just be Brightblade written out in common.
I love the sound of that. That's
Or
great.
it could be Bright written in Thieves' Cant, and then Blade written out in Thieves' Cant.
Makes sense too.
I mean, Thieves' Cant is up to interpretation, really.
It's just a mix of like fucking scratches and
For the crown.
symbols.
For
It's
shiny
kinda just-
dagger.
Kind of just straight up graffiti. You look at it and you're like, what does that say?
It is straight up graffiti, but not Tynyl. Lorelei can read it.
Nice.
So you find that piece of information. It's just graffitied on like the side wall of the shop in a dark alley. There doesn't seem to be any people nearby it or anyone, who has just painted this on. It's kind of just it's been there for a bit.
All right, thank you.
Of course. Back to my bar folk, the one choking on wood alcohol, and the two freaking out about werewolves.
Yes.
What do you do?
I mean, once we leave, Tynyl has a quick shopping list to grab before places close, but
I guess I would like to try and eavesdrop further to gauge where, like, in the rich district this was.
All right. I'm just gonna roll a d20 to see how accurate their descriptions are. All right. So what you overhear in the whispers, and also I must repeat that their whispering like fades and increases in volume as it goes, so it's kind of cut out sometimes, but you get a really good gist of what they're saying. So they're gossiping about one of the females who say they have witnessed a nobleman turn into a werewolf. When the friend kind of asked about more details, she said that she was walking along one of the noble districts to the north near the palace, and she heard a terrible scream and went to go help. When she went to go help, she had seen this man on the ground, and he was convulsing and growing fur. And then she ran away before she could see anything else.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, not for the
Not
new
for the
wolf,
dude, but like
But you don't know. He could have been ecstatic.
he could have loved being a werewolf,
I mean, also static electricity with all that hair.
Yikes.
Mm.
Bonk him.
Well, I guess let's go to the north and look for
Alright.
clues, gang.
Alright. So you guys exit the CD bar. Tynyl, you said you were gonna go shopping?
Yes. So
Alright.
there is a section on quick modifications that can be done without a forge, which includes silvering. Requires 5 gold worth of materials per weapon, and silvering specifically requires 5 silver pieces worth of silver scraps. It's like so 5.5 gold per weapon that I want to silver, and I'd like to buy enough for 2 just in case I fuck the first one up.
Alright. I trust you to make that subtraction, so you can do that.
Okay.
Launder your money, Tynyl.
All right. So I'll keep that I have those supplies in mind, and then whenever we get back, then that's when Tynyl would like to try and silver
get
weapons.
back to the inn?
Yeah.
Alright.
It'll take just 2 hours of work, and then I make a roll to see if I succeed or not.
Alright. So you do that shopping. I would say the shopping takes about maybe like 30 minutes or so. And do you guys start walking over to the Noble District?
Sure.
Alright. So, the Noble District is basically these sets of black houses up here. I think I'm circling. And also, including in that Noble District, is Jacob's drug pad that he went to for that big party.
Oh.
Well, this seems like... Ooh, I wonder... When was my drug trip?
It was not yesterday, but the day before.
Oh, okay.
You're like Andy Warhol's house or something.
On that day, Jacob, you know that the moon was new.
Okay. Is that full, or...?
No, it's
new is empty.
New is
Got
empty,
it.
yeah. Full is full.
Full is full.
Tynyl will also fill in Ulfric while we walk, but in Dwarvish and in whispers.
So,
Alright. Ulfric? There's cracks on the pavement, and you've heard the term before in your childhood. If you step on a crack, you break your mother's back, and you really don't want to do that right now.
then I won't step on cracks.
Alright. Roll me a dexterity check.
Why are you like this?
So, Tynyl, you're trying to explain things to Ulfric while he's pretty drunk. Not blackout, but pretty drunk. And he's listening to you for the first maybe like 5 minutes, and then he looks down, looks back up at you, and then quickly looks back down again, and like his gaze intensifies, and he starts hopping along the pavement trying to avoid cracks, and then trips and falls. And then gets back up and tries again.
Yeah, I'll help him up. Are you all right? Is everything okay?
I regret nothing.
All right. Just checking.
But
I whisper in
Nick,
primordial.
In 2 hours, the drunkenness will wear off if you don't drink anymore.
okay, I'm gonna not drink anymore.
I hope not. You're not.
No. We have a party. We have a festival.
That's true.
So actually, at 8, when the party is supposed to start, is when you won't be drunk anymore.
No, you can't be hungover if you never stop being drunk.
Amazing.
I'll whisper in primordial. I don't think this one's gonna be much help, so I'll take care of him, and you do the searching.
All right, where are we looking?
Alright, so in the amount of time that will take you guys to get from like down here to up there, that would be probably like a 30-minute walk, maybe? I'm just kind of guessing here. So you get
Been
there.
an hour then?
Hmm?
So it's been an hour then since we left the bar?
Yes.
Double checking.
Been
Okay,
about an hour
thank you.
since you left the bar. And you get to the Noble District. It's around 6:15, so you see people are kind of dressed in their like work attire, and they're heading to their homes. You see people, walking their kids down the street, carrying groceries and other end of day activities. Everything seems to be really calm. What do you do?
You know what?
What?
Nick is reasonable enough to realize when he's drunk and not, smart. I'm gonna assume Ulfric is too, with his very fucking high wisdom. I'm just gonna follow closely behind Tynyl.
Okay. You do this.
So was mostly keep an eye on Ulfric to make sure that Ulfric is okay. While
I'm just right behind you.
Yep, I'm like Tail keeps Tail keeps turning around and Ulfric keeps trying to stick behind her. Like, yeah. Is everything okay?
Don't worry about me. I'm right here. Don't worry.
Oh, all right.
And that repeats for some time.
So
You see
while they were
anything,
having
Everett?
their... Oh, what?
It's just filler.
Sorry, what did you say?
It was just filler. I asked if Everett saw anything.
Oh, so what's the word for like becoming a werewolf or like lycanthropy? That's what it is.
Yes.
I guess let's get a baseline. I'm gonna roll an Arcana to get a baseline knowledge of lycanthropy.
Roll me a nature.
All right, we had this discussion.
All right. Fucking werewolves, man.
Y'all have noticed that lycanthropy sounds like flycan hoppity. Kinda funny.
Where's my sober spell? I don't have it. Though I could cast Dissonant Whispers and really fuck them up.
It's funny you can say sober spell. I have one of those.
Don't try to cast something.
Ulfric, do you have a sober spell?
Like cure poison, right?
Yeah, lesser restoration removes drunkenness.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep following behind Tynyl.
You're not gonna cast a spell on yourself?
No? What the fuck?
Okay.
He hasn't thought of that.
Oh my god.
No, he's staring at the ground. He's not thinking about his spells.
He's wise, he's not smart.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tynyl is neither.
Oh god.
Assumedly, they're both just staring at me after I say that, though.
Alright. So, what are you guys trying to investigate in this district? I can kind of walk you guys through what you're looking for.
I don't really know anything about the disease itself, so I guess I will be looking for scuff marks in the middle of the street.
That can be either a nature or survival check. I'll give you either of those.
I would like to
Mm.
crouch down where I am and start making some scuff marks in the street.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. Ulfric gets on his hands and knees and just takes his, like thumbnail that he hasn't cut in a couple days, or like a couple weeks. Kind of long. And he just starts rubbing it across the pavement.
I probably use gloves. Ain't no
So
dirty
we're in the noble district, right?
Yes.
Ulfric is a noble man.
Yeah.
Okay. Would someone recognize him? Just being absolutely blasted.
Gold.
That's a good question, because he's noble, but he's also a cleric.
Also not from around here.
I'm gonna roll.
But you did help people today.
And all of us dwarves kind of look the same, if you ask me.
I rolled
Well,
Not
not to
one,
your people.
but 2 nat 1s in a row.
I don't know what that means.
So no,
but-
nobody knows who he is. Nobody fucking recognizes him.
Even
All
himself.
right.
He
And I-
doesn't even recognize him. He sees himself in a puddle in the street and goes, "Who's that ugly fuck?"
Damn, he's handsome.
Damn.
I mean, I guess we can just start canvassing passerbys.
Excuse me,
I'd
sir.
like
Have
to
you
start
heard of our
asking
Lord
people-
and Savior, lycanthropy?
Have you seen any wolves around here? And if so, where have you seen these wolves?
All right. Roll me a persuasion check.
Hey!
All right, with a 16, you start canvassing around, and you're trying to be as discreet as possible. You know, not saying like, "Hey, yo, are there any werewolves terrorizing your district?" You're kind of going about the, "Hey, have you seen any wildlife around lately? We heard that like some farm animals were getting taken by, wolves or dogs of some sort. You know, anything like that to get them not totally freaked out by the idea that werewolves might be living among them." And most of them, after giving you a quick up and down look as nobles do,
I'm sorry to interrupt. Does my tattoo do clothing?
no. Yes.
Darn it,
Yes. Your tattoo
Yes?
does clothing.
It does!
Your racial thing does not do clothing.
Oh, wow. It's an upgrade.
It is
Okay.
an upgrade.
I'm gonna put on an animal control uniform.
My fucking god. Alright, roll me that persuasion again for advantage.
Let's go!
Alright, they look you up and
Oh,
down
wait.
even
Oh, that was
harder. Because you're not
That
even
was
wearing.
perception. That's a +8.
Oh.
So it's 22 or
Jesus
23.
fucking Christ. Well, they still look you up and down because they're noble shits. But everyone that you ask while you're canvassing tell you that they have no idea what you're talking about. They haven't seen any wildlife among their districts. They said the only sort of animals they have are their own house cats and birds that they keep.
Can I? Am I here for this, or did he split off?
Are you still on the ground, scuffing up the ground?
Am I nearby,
It's far.
scuffing up the ground?
How, Everett, how far away did you go from him? Did you keep your teammates within your sights?
Yeah, I imagine that they're drifting towards me wherever I go.
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't dig that long.
So Ulfric, you're there.
Can I insight these nobles? Can I get a sense of whether or not they actually know something, or if they're being shady?
Oh, give me 1 second.
I believe you should be rolling at disadvantage.
Hey, shut up! Shut the fuck up!
You are going to be rolling at disadvantage, unfortunately. All right, roll me an insight check.
It's like
At
the kid in class who
disadvantage.
asked, "Didn't you assign us homework?"
But the homework is fun. when you roll low and you think that they're shady when they're not.
All right, so, for a lot of the nobles that Everett talks to, you can't get a really good feel for them. But then there's this one noble guy, and he is probably around like 16 as a human. And he does this little twitch that makes you feel like he's lying.
I'll nudge Tynyl and I'll just point at the kid. That one. That's it.
That one.
From my experience with Ulfric, what does it seem like he wants Tynyl to do here?
Roll.
It's a kid.
Fucking roll me an insight check at disadvantage because he's drunk.
Pull him
drunk?
into the alley.
Because he's drunk. You don't understand what he's saying. He's muttering most of his words. He nudges you and points, but his point is more like he just kind of like gestures with his fucking hand, and he goes, that one, and you're like, what? And he just sits there like with his hand out like, yeah, that one.
Are you all right, Ulfric? You've been acting strange all evening. I know. There's.
I'm fucking drunk, Tynyl. What do you?
I understand that, but there's drunk and then there's this, Ulfric.
What are you talking about? That's normal drunk for me.
I think that shit might have fucked me up.
Well, I don't think you're supposed to drink it with your eyes, Ulfric.
I can't feel my eyes.
That's not a good
the
sign,
quote book
Ulfric.
stuff. That's the quote book. I don't think you're supposed to drink it for your eyes.
Do you ever feel your eyes? I don't remember. Is it like your elbow where you don't feel it?
Who are you trying
think-
to read
While
thoughts
they're
of?
having this, yeah, I'm gonna read
Hey.
this kid's mind.
Everett. Okay.
While they're having this philosophical discussion on where the beer goes.
You're just gonna hear, why is that strange dwarf man pointing at me?
I assumed he had the wherewithal to do it when he was walking away from me. I don't know though. He's drugged. Maybe not.
But while you're doing the mind reading, Tina will walk up behind Everett and put her hand on his shoulder and say, I think we should get this one home for now. We can come back here later. And I'd really feel safer here with proper preparations.
I don't want to go home.
As soon as Ulfric starts speaking, Tina will just switch to Primordial halfway through the
Alright. So, it knows that it's being probed. And
Oh, does it?
can make an intelligence check to contest it.
All right. Well,
you
they're
have-
16. My intelligence was 8 when I was 16.
because that's a wisdom save.
No, my wisdom was even less. Oh, my wisdom save is 16 though.
I'm drunk and I'm tired and
So, you start probing into this guy's mind, and you hear a, oh fuck, and then you feel pushed back as this guy turns to look at you and just like gives you the wide eye and goes, what did you just do?
I would like to play it off.
Alright, how do you
I'm sorry,
play it
sir,
off?
what? What? Sorry, what did he say to me exactly again?
What did you do?
I asked you if you had seen any animals?
No, you hit my brain or something. Did you throw a rock at my head?
No,
I didn't say anything
why would
like
I
that,
do
and
that?
I was-
I'm just a humble public servant.
I was right here the whole time.
But if you need help, I can help. I can get you to a medic.
Roll me persuasion with advantage because Tynyl is backing you up.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I keep rolling.
And
the
I
same-
did.
Yeah, there's.
I did tell him that I asked him about local animals, which should bring his thoughts to something if he concealed it. Like questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so the spell is particularly effective as part of an interrogation.
Do you like see pictures? What do you see? Do you just hear their thoughts?
There's a lot of words in the spell.
Okay,
I'll
no, I
speed
know,
read
that's why
it.
I'm trying to go through it really quickly. He looks terrified. Like he made some sort of error in judgment. And he looks between you and Tynyl, and in his head, you can hear him think to himself, "Oh fuck, I need to get out of here now." And he turns and starts running.
When he thinks that,
If
yeah, go ahead, Tynyl.
I mean, if you're gonna do something that takes like a quicker reaction, Tynyl was just gonna keep talking, but go for it.
Oh no, it's not faster than talking.
Okay. Yeah, strange goings on lately. I think the moon is making people crazy. You know, it's that time, you know?
Yeah, he turns and runs. He starts booking it down the street. Oh.
I will earth in hand this entire district.
Oh, that's a lot of damage on that earthen grass. Oh, that's only if you want it to crush. Well,
It does 2d6 off the front, too.
yeah, that's Alright, so upon seeing
Never
this
come back
guy
to this
run,
round again.
Ulfric's gonna go, I don't have fucking time, and he's gonna kinda smack his palms into his head and cast List of Restoration on himself.
Alright. You are no longer intoxicated.
He's gone from happy fuzzy drunk to frustrated pretty quickly.
Right, we are going to make a... What was it? Strength save? Strength saving throw. They rolled a natural 20.
What the fuck?
They actually... This isn't their sheet, so I'm going to be showing you someone else's name. That's not the person I'm talking to. I'm just using their sheet because they would have similar stats because they're a noble. They rolled a natural 20. Like, had no bonuses or anything. So they are not restrained.
How fast is this kid running? Do I have time to get a spell off?
They do... Oh, wait. They don't take damage until they're already restrained.
No, yeah.
I mean, they're running pretty fast. But as the hand kind of comes up to try to grab him, he does, in fact, reach into his pocket for something as he's running. You guys can make another reaction.
Reaction or an action spell?
Action's fine.
Alright, so from how far away would I be? Like, would I need to jog to, or start chasing to get within 60 feet, or you'd say I'm within 60 feet?
I'd say if you were within 60 feet, you guys are probably, you are probably just within the 60 feet.
So I'll throw out my hand and say, "Hold right there, boy, we're not done with you." And I'll cast Hold Person.
Alright, what's the save on that? What kind of save do I have to make?
DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
They rolled a 21.
Jesus.
What the
damn.
fuck?
And they take out a dagger and stab themselves in the neck.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Well, glad we have a spare the dying or whatever.
Yeah, let me know when I can get another action or bonus action in there.
He stabbed himself in the neck, so you guys can do whatever you want.
I will.
So when Ulfric cast Hold Person, I wanted to Misty Step over to him.
Okay, so you're Misty stepped over there.
Can I
I
try and stop him from stabbing himself?
No, because I already said he stabbed himself.
That's fine. Okay.
Well, as I'm jogging over, is he just like bleeding out of his neck on the ground?
Yeah, there's blood pouring out of his neck.
I will just flick a level 2 healing word into him.
The wound closes.
Can I be, as this is happening, can I be like rushing over to like grab him?
Of
restrain him?
course!
Okay, cool. Should I roll for that, or can I do it while he's unconscious?
So you grab him, you like start putting him in a grapple position, and you realize there is a interestingly familiar ring on his finger.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, what is it?
I'll pull the ring off the finger and just hold it up,
Ah, fuck.
and then stand up off the body.
It's
All right.
a band of loyalty.
Check him for notes.
Eee.
I could bring him back, but I don't really want to.
I'll prestidigitate any blood I may have gotten on myself while attempting to grapple the dead body.
Does he have 300 gold on him?
No.
I'll look through his pockets.
He has a silver dagger lodged in his neck. He has a box of incense, and he has a map of not Colville. It's a map of the like the woods and forests and land outside of Colville.
Give me that incense.
Pass it over.
I can use that shit.
I'll take the map and dagger, and then I'll stand and say, well, we should probably not remain here much longer then.
Yeah.
Over a body.
So
It doesn't matter.
you guys are over this body, and you hear some people starting to come out of their homes, and Tynyl and Ulfric, you might get a little bit nervous about this, but then you hear, everybody go back to your homes, there's nothing to see here, this is a criminal that we're dealing with. And you look up and you see Everett dressed up as a guard.
I'm gonna get so much mileage out of this fucking tattoo. This is great.
Roll me a persuasion check, Everett, as you're like basically trying to keep a crowd away from you guys.
What?
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, it's fucking 27. My God.
Fucking hard-boiled cop right here. He knows. Deals with this all the time.
All right. So you guys are leaving the body now?
Oh no, we're taking the windows.
Yeah, I feel like we would want to. I feel like Ulfric would not allow a body to lay in the street.
Okay.
I can take it if you really want it, Ulfric, but it's
Where are
I
you
prefer not
taking
to.
the body?
Well, some authority would be nice. We're in the noble
We can
district,
take it to the
right?
police station. We can
Yeah.
really see how much persuasion I can do. We can put the body in the hand.
Oh my God, no! Don't put the body in the hand.
I can hide the body for a day if we need it, but I won't be able to get it out until tomorrow if we do.
We don't need to hide the body. You forget we have influence here. I think we wave down some of the guard and pass it over to them.
All right. You can easily do this. There are guards on patrol regularly. What do you say to the guards as you're like, hey, we have a dead body?
We've been looking into some security matters for consults notes because it's been too long. What's the noble's name?
The noble or the queen?
Well, because the Duke is the one we were talking to. The Baron?
Forge Keeper?
Duchess? Forge Keeper.
Duke, no.
Admis?
No? I thought it was it
Oh
not
yeah,
Forge?
Duke,
It was
Duke
Forge Keeper.
Admis Forge Keeper.
We've been looking into security matters for Duke Forge Keeper. This one, we caught his scent, and he does the thumb across the throat motion. He had one of those rings on.
And I'll hold out the ring.
I assume you know what I'm talking about.
The guard in question nods, and he takes the ring from you and inspects it and goes, yep, the band of loyalty, all right. Where did you say you found this man lurking?
He was being suspicious around the home of some nobles. I think he was up to no good.
No, he was just out on the street.
I
We just
know,
started
but
chatting and then- oh.
it's called a lie.
Roll me a
Everett
persuasion.
will pick up on that.
Roll me a deception check, actually.
I'm lying.
Bring me to the scene.
Alright, it was back this way. I assume we head back.
He follows you.
Alright, well, we'll just go back and point to the little blood stain in the street and be like, that's it. It's where he stabbed himself.
Alright. Where are you guys currently residing? We might have to stop and ask you guys for questions later.
That is no problem for us. Feel free to also consult the Duke on our actions. He's a personal friend as well. I'm looking for the name of the guard guy we talked to. I didn't write it down. We're staying at the Babe's Light Inn. It's over on the western side of the city.
I know where that is.
Yes, well, feel free to come call in, but we'll be elsewhere tonight. We have a banquet at the castle.
He nods to you and kind of shoos you away as he starts taking out chalk and drawing like a circle around the perimeter of the crime scene.
Thank you, officer.
Alright.
Well, I'll turn around to the other two. That did us no fucking good.
I mean, we learned that something is indeed going on and that it seems important enough that people will kill themselves over it. That seems like valuable information.
That's definitely suspicious. Sorry about being drunk.
It all worked
So,
out.
it's not like you had a spell that could have made you useful that whole time or anything.
Yeah, remind me of that in the future. I need a reminder.
Alright. So, the evening has come. You guys return back to your inn and, wash up and change and arrive at the castle grounds for some festivities.
So did we ever figure out what the pig armor does?
It's on the pig sheet.
The pig sheet?
Pig has a sheet.
Heroes?
Again, him cutting out is the best part of that.
He has no fucking idea. He's just like, oh my god!
Unkillable pig! Unkillable pig!
Oh my god.
It is.
What,
This pig does not have a charisma of 5.
Oh wait,
This pig has a charisma of 20.
Wait, we're missing a
Jacob
person.
just
There we go.
discovered that there is in fact a character sheet for the micro pig.
Is there a player model? I need the pig to be walking around.
No, that's not necessary right now.
I mean, I can drag the little guy over. There you go.
Oh my god.
What?
Technically, he'd be smaller, so he'd be like.
He's wearing boots.
He is wearing boots. He's wearing little rain boots. He'd be like that small.
He has fetch.
He has the fetch ability, yes.
He has an AC of 18.
That's because of the $2,000 worth of blood that Everett poured out for the shopkeep.
If he dies, he's returned to the lich safely.
Not a lich.
Actually, I saw the other thing too. That's pretty cool.
Yee.
All right. This doesn't seem, this formal gathering does not seem like a good time to bring a pig though. So, there's a cutaway scene with one of the retainers just staring at the pig and the pig staring back.
So what did y'all do during your day? We got a man killed and discovered nothing.
Alright, you guys can start walking. I'm just gonna delete Gwenwynwyn for now. You guys can start walking up towards the banquet hall. This guard is offering to lead you guys there. But you guys can discuss as you walk.
Come on, come all, the festivities are about to begin.
There was like a death knight here last time, right?
I don't think so.
Like the champion of the god of death.
Nope, champion of night or darkness.
Ah, okay. Death adjacent.
Yes. I mean, semi-death adjacent.
Okay, Nocturne.
Forgot how fucking big this place is, dude.
Yes, it's quite large. So as you're walking in the center garden area, you do see in these multiple windows, you can see that there is in fact a banquet occurring.
Well, look at there. They did make us food. Damn, everybody's fucking jogging it.
Hopefully they don't make us into food.
Oh my God.
I think we lost Lorelei.
It's a dwarf moon.
Lorelei's not moving for some reason.
Nope. They're coming.
Alright. You may enter ahead. Have a good evening. And he walks back to his post.
Wait, just the head or the rest of us too?
Alright. Let me read the room for you guys as you step in. You walk into a fantastical banquet hall lined with gorgeous mahogany tables, chairs, and beautiful china plates. There is live music being played in the center by this bard. He's supposed to be right here. Why are you on the table? And at the head of the table is some familiar faces: Duke Admus Forgekeeper, Sarnvis, Ralmos, and Nesva. Little Ethel's personal bodyguard stands at attention but seemingly not turned on at the moment behind Sarnvis. And everyone is enjoying themselves and having a grand old time. And as you enter, one of these elves step up and announce you guys as the Guardians. Please ignore all of these characters that look exactly the same. They don't. They're just NPCs.
I don't know.
It's Colfell's robust cloning project.
Exactly. One thing you do notice when entering the room, Ethel is not there.
It's past her bedtime.
What do you guys do?
Alright, well, I suppose we stroll in, and I will look to see if there is any indicator where we should sit.
There is a fully empty table here with a little sign on the top that says reserved.
Alright, assumedly that spot's for us. I will approach the dais and give a little bow to the gathered, I don't know, esteemed guests.
Kind of what bow when Ulfric does.
The Duke nods to you both, and he's the one that speaks up and says, Ethel seems to be running a little late. She's a bit tired and needs a moment to freshen up from a nap.
Oh, don't worry at all on our account. We're just happy to be here. Whenever she happens to happen by is perfectly alright.
Alright. Do you guys just enjoy the festivities?
Yeah, we'll settle in and definitely grab some food, probably to settle my still slightly roiling stomach.
Alright.
I'm just looking at these two dwarven girls on this upper table who have unique icons.
Anyways.
Anyways.
You guys sit down and start eating, feasting, drinking fine wine, and there's even cider.
Oh
Pog.
my god.
Pog beyond belief.
Pog.
About 30 minutes goes by, and Ethel's still not at the banquet.
Does anyone seem concerned that she isn't at the banquet yet?
After 30 minutes, the Duke leaves without a word. And Sarnvis walks up here and starts activating this machine. And this machine also exits without a word. And then Sarnvis sits back down like nothing has happened.
Sus.
Interesting.
Can I think at him?
Can I see your description of thinking?
Of course you may.
It doesn't say anything about they have to be willing.
Nope.
So you can whisper to him.
That's intrusive.
But any creature can end it at any point.
Yeah.
So like she can whisper at him and he can just be like, nah. What do you say?
I'll say, hi there, it's your lovely counterpart. Does everything seem to be alright? I noticed that, what's her name?
Ethel?
Yes, I noticed that Aethel doesn't seem to have arrived yet, and you just activated that guardian. Just if there's anything we can do to help, it would be our pleasure, of course.
You get an icy stare from him, and you can just feel the connection sever. Like, there's no indication that he severed it, you just feel that he did.
It's just a click of a hang up.
Yeah. You got the
I'm just
baritone.
gonna look smug at him, because now he knows I can get in his head.
God damn. Spicy. About another 15 minutes goes by, and this guy would go over here. This guy would go over here. And this guy's taking a break to eat. Luronk, you hear scratching at this door.
A roll to see if I recognize the scratching.
Roll me survival.
Oh.
It's a dog. He wants food from the table.
Oh, my mouse is double
Alright,
clicking.
Snowball.
You've never heard this kind of scratch before, so you're not really entirely sure what it is. And while you're still trying to figure that out, you're staring at the door, and it creaks open slightly to reveal Furball. Furball kind of like runs straight and runs straight into Lorelei, like scratches at her like ankles a little bit, and then runs back to her, scratches her, runs back, scratches her, runs back.
I am going to immediately get up and follow Furball.
All right.
And as soon as I'm in this space, right here, I'm gonna Misty Step through the doorway.
Okay.
That was dramatic.
Do any of you guys follow?
Luronk will as well.
All right.
That was adorable, you mean?
And I'm also gonna bonus action dash to keep up with the ferret,
All right.
just as necessary.
Does anyone else follow?
I will stand and turn and look over at Sarnvis, Relmos, and Nesva.
Mm-hmm.
It seems we've been called for. I'll return shortly, and I will jog it out.
All right. We're jogging it out.
And I'll chugs the rest of her cider before we follow.
All right.
Chris will be like, wait, what is going on? And he will...
I don't really know, but everyone's moving.
Right, give me 1 second to adjust your walking order. So it's...
No, whoops, never mind. Don't worry about that.
I use convert sorcery points.
Where it doesn't have my exchange rates. Ivy.
The sorcery point exchange?
Yeah,
It's
I'll find it.
Okay. Yeah, there's a formula for it. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like it's pretty simple.
All right. Snowball leads you to what looks like a secret passageway in the castle grounds, and this passageway leads you to a garden outside the forest, or outside the castle grounds. And in this forest is a circle of mushrooms radiating a magical energy. And you see that in the center of this ring of mushrooms is Aethel. She is sniffling with tears streaming down her face, and she has fresh burn marks on her arm. And then you notice that there are some fey creatures messing with her in this garden. And that is where we'll end tonight. So we'll pick back up here.
It's just a bunch of grim snarls.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.